Hello and welcome to the Dankest Dungeon, where today we're going to be pulling out these new Final Fantasy cards and picking some commanders from there. Hey, it's Jason. I'm here playing Spira's Punishment. So my plan is to get a bunch of lands into the graveyard, and maybe even a couple fatties, and then bring them all back with my commander.
Hello, I'm back. Today we are playing Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. I don't know who Yuna is because I've never played this Final Fantasy game, but that's what we're doing. Allegedly, if I touch Sin, bad things happen, so I guess I'll sit away from Jason today.
Howdy guys, it's Nate, and today I'm playing Cloud X Soldier, and I didn't learn from you guys and how you treated David last videos ago, so I decided to build a deck that can do Godo and Helm of the Host things. Don't kill me.
Hey, it's Matt. I'm here playing Y'shtola, Knights Blessed. I haven't played 14, sorry. There are a lot of really cool things you can do with this deck, but the way that I've chosen to do it is play a bunch of artifacts that some of them cost a lot of mana and drain people out with that and do artifact things and cool stuff, hopefully. Tomorrow, maybe, depending on when this comes out, Corbin and I are going to build an Enchantress version on the channel, so check that out.
Okay, everyone, are you ready to experience your Final Fantasy? I got a 5.
I got a 5 as well.
I got a 6.
9.
I lose. I'm gonna go home now.
That's your Final Fantasy. Back in bed.
Yeah.
This is a very good one-lander, but I think I should probably send it back.
My hand, I gotta show everyone how good it is. And 3 green cards.
Oh, I was gonna say that's like
Nice.
a commander, friend, and then you choked. I will keep.
This is good enough.
This one does have enough lands, so I'm good with it.
This does nothing. I'm gonna put it back.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sin forgot how Magic should be played.
Sin ain't shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was in the game.
No.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna put this back.
Are we ready to begin the Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
I'm going to draw. Oh boy. I have an Undercity Sewers instant technology. I'm going to surveil. I'm going to mill Paradoxical Outcome. Pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw. Play a Misty Rainforest. Pass the turn.
I will also draw. I'm gonna activate this Verdant Catacombs. I will search for my library of Temple Garden. I'm gonna cast Wild Growth targeting this Temple Garden. When I tap this Temple Garden, it will produce an additional green, and then I will pass the turn.
Nate, how many Final Fantasies have you played?
0. I wasn't a PlayStation kid, and when the couple remasters or whatever came out for Xbox, I was like, man, I should probably know the previous games to understand what the fuck's happening here.
That's not true, but
Yeah,
True at all.
none of them are fucking connected. Maybe like 2. Someday.
Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13 X2.
yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play this Arid Mesa. Go ahead.
I will untap and draw. I'm going to shotgun this Hollow Fountain and cast a Felwar Stone. That'll be it from me.
In response to cast a Felwar Stone, I'm gonna pop my Misty.
Now, also, in response to cast a Felwar Stone, I'll pop this Arid
You're
Mesa.
supposed to wait until his turn.
We're both already in here. Grabbing a Jetmir Garden.
I'm gonna grab an Undercity Sewers, like Matt.
Jason realizes he can't consistently beat Matt, so now he's gonna
Copy of-
become him.
Felwar Stone next turn.
I did notice he had Omniscience in his deck. That's a very Matt thing to do.
Yeah.
Can't beat him, become him.
I'm gonna surveil. Command Tower, Graveyard. Untap, draw. Play Windswept Heath. I'll pass the turn.
Draw this one card. Delicious. I'm gonna cast this Sithis Harvest Hand. Whenever you cast an enchantment, gain 1 life and draw a card. I will play a Spire's Headquarters tapped, and then I will pass.
Draw. I will play this Arena of Glory. It's going to enter tapped unless I control a mountain. And because Magic has become Fortnite and decided across every fucking universe, here is a Hero Headmaster, because Final Fantasy needs Assassin's Creed. Equipments cost 1 less for me to cast, and equip abilities to activate cost 1 less. Go ahead.
I'm going to untap and draw. I have a Watery Grave, which will also hurt me. 2, 3, 4. Here's my commander, Y'shtola, or hopefully something similar to that. It is a 2/4 Vigilance, and at the beginning of my end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, I may draw a card. At the beginning of each end step, sorry. And then whenever I cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, Y'shtola deals 2 damage to each opponent, and I gain 2 life. This is the perfect commander for me because I enjoy hurting myself. Unfortunately, I don't have another 2 damage to deal with me this turn, so I'll just pass.
Into your turn, I'm going to pop Windswept Heath. How about you, Matt? How many Final Fantasies have you played?
Mainline or just total?
What does that mean?
Well, so there's the numbered ones. Those go through, I guess at this point, 16, which I've played about half. And then there's like Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Advance and Tactics A2 and like Chocobo Pocket Dungeon, I think, or something, and Dissidia and all those.
I'm getting an underground mortuary. I'm going to surveil everyone. A forest into the graveyard.
Neato.
I sure hope I could draw something that's not land.
Nah.
That's fine.
I'll untap and draw. I will play a swamp. I'm going to pay 3 mana for a Tireless Tracker as landfall. It's a 3/2 Elf Scout. Whenever a land enters, I can make it food or a treasure. Go ahead.
Tireless Provisioner. Tracker's the clue one.
Goddamn, you're right.
Anyway, I'm gonna draw my card. I'm gonna play this forest. I'm gonna raw dog this Opalescence. Each other global enchantment is a creature with power and toughness equal to its converted mana cost. It's still an enchantment. What that means in layman's terms, all non-aura enchantments are their power and toughness are equal to their mana value. Trigger, because I cast this thing, I'm gonna gain a life and draw a card.
And that's for everyone as well, not
This
just
is for everyone, yeah, which will be funnier later if you decide to play an enchantment. Going to them combats. Jason, get this too.
I'm going to take it.
I'll pass.
Draw. Pay 1 for a Sword of the Animist. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and when it attacks, I search my library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna give it to this assassin. Play my land for turn, being this Windswept Heath. Corbin, swing a 3/3 at you. I'm gonna search for forest, and while I'm in there, I'm gonna Windswept Heath. With the Windswept Heath, grabbing a Sacred Foundry, Shocking Foundry. Go nuts.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Land return is Misty Rainforest, 3 mana. Repurposing Bay, triggering my commander. It is an artifact. I can pay 2, tap it, and sacrifice another artifact to search my library for an artifact with mana value equal to 1, plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Put that card on the battlefield and shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. I'll deal each of you 2, and I'll gain 2. I'm gonna fetch Island. 2 mana and sacrifice this Felwar Stone to get something else. It costs 3.
Great.
Figured you'd be excited.
Hey, Jason, how many Final Fantasies have you played?
Ignorant.
Thanks for asking. I played 5 through 12, and then the beginning of 13. I didn't like it, so I stopped. And then I think 15, is that the one where they drive around in the car?
Yeah.
I played the first couple hours of that and was disgusted.
Wow.
That car was not doing it.
I'm going to find a Staff of Completion.
That's ignorant.
You know it. It is an artifact that I can tap and pay a life to destroy a permanent I own. Tap and pay 2 life to add a mana of any color. Tap and pay 3 life to proliferate. Tap and pay 4 life to draw a card. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack Nate for 2.
Yeah.
At the beginning of my end step, a player has lost 4 or more life this turn, so I will draw a card. Go ahead.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I'm gonna play a Polluted Delta. Trigger the Provisioner. I will make a treasure. I'm just gonna swing on Corbin. I'll pass turn.
I'm gonna float a white. I'll have a white and a green in pool. I will use the green. I will cast Utopia Sprawl on this forest. Trigger sit this, draw a card, gain a life. I will name blue. Land return is gonna be this exotic orchard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna cast Elspeth Conquers Death. I will trigger sit this and draw a card and gain a life. Chapter 1. Exile target permanent opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. I'm gonna select Staff of Completion.
I will pay for a life and draw a card. It's gone.
Forever. Combat. Nate, get this damn nah, join us all down here in our shadowy grave, Jason, for 2.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
I'll pass.
End step. Player lost 4 life this turn. It was me. I'll draw a card.
Draw. Play the Spire Garden as my land for turn. It's gonna enter untapped because I have 2 or more ops. 3. I'm gonna play Kodama of the West Tree. It has reach, modified creatures I control have trample, and when a modified creature I control deals combat damage to a player, search my library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Pay 2. I'm gonna play Cole the Forge Master. When another non-token creature I control dies, if it's enchanted or equipped, return it to my hand, and creature tokens I control that are enchanted or equipped get +1/+1. I'm gonna go to combat. Jason, have a 3/3.
Okay.
On
Wow.
swing, I'm gonna get a land. On damage, I'm gonna get a land. And I will pass.
Are you enjoying our content? Want to help support the show? Consider joining our Patreon for some dank benefits, including access to our full deck list, voting privileges for polls, shoutouts at the end of our videos, and more. Don't want to give us any money? We get it. Subscribing to the channel, liking our videos, and commenting down below also help as well, and are totally free. Thank you so much everyone for your support. Let's get back to the video.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Land for turn is Spire of Industry. Taps for colorless so I can pay life and tap it to add a mana of any color. I'm going to spend 3 mana and cast Cloud Key. Trigger, I will deal each of you 2 and I'll gain 2. As it enters, I'm going to choose Artifact. I'm going to use that to cast Orzhov Signet for 1. 2, 1 mana floating, Spellskite. I can pay a Phyrexian blue to change the target of target spell or ability to Spellskite. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack the person with no blockers. Sorry.
2.
To end step, a player has lost 4 more life this turn, so I will draw a card. Go ahead.
End your turn, we'll lose another life. Get rid of Polluted Delta. I'll just grab an island. Alright, when island enters, I will create a treasure. And then I'm going to pay 4 mana. I will cast Hostile Negotiations. I'm going to exile the top 3 cards of my library. And then I'm going to exile the top 3 cards of my library. I can look at them, and then I reveal 1 face up. Opponent picks 1 to go in my graveyard, 1 to go in my hand.
If you have something that kills Elspeth Conqueror's Death, I'll give it to you.
Oh,
Matt,
that
which
does
one?
the thing.
I think the face-up pile looks great. You can have
Okay,
that.
cool, thank you. I'll get a Nature's Claim, a Saw in Half, and a Frantic Search. Going into my graveyard, Adawara, Avenger of Zendikar, Nissa, Resurgent Animist. And I lose 3 life. 1 treasure to Nature's Claim, Elspeth
you got
Conqueror's
it.
Death. You'll gain 4.
Yep.
Go to my turn. Wood of Hills. I will create a treasure. I'll go ahead and pop it right away. I'll go to Forest. When it enters play, I'll make a treasure. I'm going to play Sin, Spira's Punishment.
I'm going to change the target of Sin to Spellskite. Sin has no targets, so it doesn't do anything. I'm going to do it again.
What happened?
So I can change the target of a spell or ability to Spellskite. It doesn't have to be a spell that has targets, so I'm just going to do this twice to lose 4 life.
Oh,
For
so you'll draw a card?
reasons, yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Sin, Spira's Punishment is a 7/7 with flying. When it enters or attacks, I exile a permanent card at random from my graveyard. If it's a land, I repeat the process. All right, starting with Corbin. Pick a card.
There. It's over.
Okay, I'll get Avenger of Zendikar. It's actually not Avenger. It is a token copy of Avenger.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Fortunately, no extra treasures from land drops, so I will have to pass.
End step, I'll draw a card.
Play a breeding pool.
Okay.
I'm going to cast the Phasing of Zephyr. Trigger. Gain a life, draw a card.
With that on the stack, I will
Do the thing.
do the thing.
Okay. I'll read ahead. I'll destroy all creatures.
Cole, since Headmaster was equipped or enchanted, it's going to go back to my hand.
Sure.
I unfortunately do not draw the card at end of turn now, but I do get 2 dorks.
I also get 2 2/2s.
I'll lose 8 things, including my copy of Avenger of Zendikar, which will be gone forever because it's a token.
I'm going to play The Binding of the Titans. Chapter 1. Each player mills 3 cards. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to cast Cloud, Ex-Soldier. Haste, when it enters, attached up 1 target equipment I control to it, so it's going to get smaller sword. And then when he attacks, I draw a card for each equipped attacking creature I control. Then if his power is 7 or greater, I create 2 treasure tokens. Go to combat. Here's a 5/5 at you.
I will block it with one of my 2/2s.
On swing, I'm going to go get a land. Specifically, a basic. On swing, draw. Go ahead.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Land for turn is Mana Confluence.
Hey Corbin, how many Final Fantasies have you played?
Gross. I've played exactly 1. Final Fantasy 13, I think. The one with lightning in it. That's it. I don't even think I finished that game.
I'm gonna cast Clock of Omens. I can tap 2 untapped artifacts. I control to untap another artifact. Pass.
I will untap and draw a card. I will play Takanuma Abandoned Mire as my land for turn. I'll go to combat. We're swinging 2 at Matt, 2 at Corbin.
No blocks.
Yeah, whatever.
Nice. Post combat, I'm going to pay 4 mana and put a Culling Ritual on the stack.
Calling
Sure.
Ritual.
Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. I add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way.
Green, white. I have a heroic intervention.
Yeah, you do.
All right, I have 2.
I'm going to pop my treasure for a blue.
I've got 5 that died.
I'm going to lose 8 here. I'll get 15 mana, 8 green, 7 black.
Cool.
Down to 3 black and 4 green. Cast Sin.
Neat.
Okay, I'll do his thing again. Starting with Corbin.
There.
God damn,
It's
okay.
over.
It ends. Tireless Provisioner will get exiled. I will make a copy of it. 2 black and a green to saw in half my commander.
Gross.
He'll die. I'll make 2 copies of him. 2 triggers will go on the stack. Keep 1 of the copies of him. 2 triggers. We'll do this again. Okay, start grabbing.
I can have this forest.
All right, I'll get a 4th. I'll get a treasure.
Here's a Mister.
Keep going until you hit Nissa. There we go. All right, Nisa's in play, and then my second trigger of my commander's ability will go off. There are no other permanents other than lands in my graveyard, so I'll get the rest of my lands into play tapped, and then do nothing with all this mana I have. Windswept will come in, trigger her. It'll be 1 mana from her. The second time her ability triggers, I'll search my deck for an elemental. Okay. I don't know if I have any other than Avenger, actually. I will fail to find. I'll just shuffle my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more lands are in there.
You have infinite mana.
Yep.
What are you doing?
2 green and a blue to frantic search. I'll draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards, and then untap 3 lands. Discarding Nature's Allure, Yarok, the Desecrated. 11 mana for Sin. I'll let the copy die. There's only one valid target in my graveyard. It is Yarok the Desecrated, which is a 3/5 elemental horror. God, it was another elemental. It was in my hand. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control trigger, it triggers an additional time. Go ahead, Corbin. I'm all done.
I'm gonna play Mind Unbound. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a lore counter on Mind Unbound, then draw a card for each lore counter on it.
Nice.
I'll pass.
Draw. The Headmaster, again. A red for a diamond pickaxe. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and when it attacks, I make a treasure token.
Just in time for the Minecraft movie.
Put the diamond pickaxe onto a Phyrexian. I'm going to pay 2 for the Spear of Leonidas. When the equipped creature attacks, I can either choose to give it double strike, create Phobos, a legendary 3/2 horse, or discard 2 and draw 2. Here you go, Cloud. Here's a spear. And then here is 1 for a swords for Sin.
Yeah, I'll go to the command zone. I'll
Alright.
gain 7.
Then I'll go to combat. Jason, here's a 3/3 and a 5/5. On swing, I'm going to give him double strike. So on swing, I'm going to draw 2, find a land,
I'll take 13.
and that's all she wrote for me.
End step. I'm going to cast Word of Invention X is 4. I lose a life from my land. I'm going to put the One Ring into play. This doesn't give me protection because I didn't cast it. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to go to my turn then. At the beginning of my upkeep, I lose a life. Down to 21. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Alright. I don't have the One Ring. I'm going to draw 3. Land for term is Minama, School at Water's Edge. I'm going to pay a blue and tap it to untap target legendary permanent. It's this one. I'm going to tap it again and draw 4. Okay. We're just going to do stuff, and I might die. Helm of Awakening. All spells cost 1 less. For everyone. 0. Talisman of Hierarchy. I'm going to sacrifice Talisman of Hierarchy to Repurposing Bay and find a 3-drop artifact. I'm going to go find Basalt Monolith. It taps for 3 colorless mana, and it does not untap, but I can pay 3 to untap it. I'm going to pay 2 mana. I'm going to cast Teferi Time Raveler.
Delay.
I'm going to cast Misdirection, Pitching, an offer you can't refuse. I'm going to Misdirection it to Misdirection. Teferi. I'm going to cast Walking Ballista X is 1. Take a damage from my mana confluence. Float 2 mana, and cast Fabricate. To search my library for an artifact, reveal it, and put it in my hand. I'm going to find Mox Opal. I'm going to cast Mox Opal for 0, weirdly. I'm going to cast Lotus Petal. I'm going to cast Limdul's Vault. I can look at the top 5 cards in my library, and then as many times as I choose, I may pay a life to put those cards on the bottom and do it again. I'm going to look at the top 5. No, that's 1.
I'll do your life.
Thank you.
It's a fun thing to do.
That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Yeah, that works. I'm going to minus Teferi and target Mox Opal. Draw a card. I cast Mox Opal. Tap it for blue, use the 2 floating, reduce by 1. Here's Displacer Kitten. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I can exile up to 1 target. Non-permanent I control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. I'm going to cast a Manifold Key and Blink Teferi.
How do we die?
So, I'm going to present a loop wherein I'm going to minus Teferi to bounce Mox Opal, draw a card, cast Mox Opal, Blink Teferi. So I have the ability to draw my deck, and I get to add a mana of any color for each thing I bounce for 5 times, so I can cast my commander. Then I'm going to start bouncing Basalt Monolith with Teferi instead. And every time I cast it, each opponent takes 2 damage, and I will gain 2 life. So I'm going to do that this many times, and you'll lose twice that much.
He did it, guys.
I did it, guys.
Yeah.
And Matt is able to combo out by doing a variety of things, eventually leading to casting Basalt Monolith over and over and pinging us to death with his commander. Great job, Matt, and keep an eye out for the rematch coming out next week. See ya, everybody. Thank you, patrons, especially Jacob M., Paul K., Jared R., Matt Hutter Mage CJ, and Jared N. And thank you to the rest of y'all as well.